Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Ash-Syafawie bin Izani from class A4CS1434B.
Hi, my name is Muzzakir bin Tuah. I'm from CS1434B.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Syakirin from class A4CS1434B.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Haiqal Muzzakir bin Rahim and I am from CS232. We are going to present about the case study of PosLaju Malaysia Berhad, which is the delivering system management.
I'm going to talk about the introduction of our project. The topic that we choose is the problem that keep occurring during the delivering process of item to receivers at Pos Malaysia Berhad. The first problem is during the process of delivering our packages, the item cannot be delivered because of incomplete customer details. Some packages that have incomplete details cannot be posted, and it will cause dissatisfaction among customers if they face the problem. Secondly, the problem with redundancy of data. This is because customers did not have any guideline to fill in their details. This will cause an unnecessary increase in database. It will also decrease the efficiency of the database, and there is a chance of duplicate data. Lastly, the problem with tracking their packages. For example, customer having problem tracking their packages. Some issues with intermittent system accessibility of track entries. In this report, we will show how we managed to solve the problem. This is our entity relationship design or ERD for delivery PosLaju Malaysia system. As you can see, it has 6 entities, that is customer, receiver, product, track, employee, and transport. For customer entity, it only has one primary key, that is customer ID, and other attributes like customer first name, customer last name, customer address, and customer phone number. It connected to product entity. It shows that one customer can buy many products. For product entity, the primary key is product code, and other attribute is product name, product quantity, product price, product weight, and it contains a foreign key, that is customer ID from customer entity. The product entity is connected to employee entity and track entity. The employee entity shows that one employee can handle many products. Employee entity contains a primary key, that is employee ID, and other attribute, that is employee first name, employee last name, employee phone number, employee salary, and employee gender. It contains one foreign key, that is product code from product entity. Product entity also connected to track entity. It shows that one product can produce one track. Product entity contains two primary key and foreign key. There is product code from product entity and receiver ID from receiver entity. Other attribute is track number, track time, track date, and track process. Track entity is connected to receiver entity. That shows that one receiver can have many tracks. Receiver entity contains one primary key, that is receiver ID. Other attribute is receiver first name, receiver last name, receiver address, and receiver phone number. The last entity is transport entity. Transport entity is connected to employee entity. That shows that one transport can have many employee. It shows that many employee can deliver the product in one transport. The transport entity contains one primary key, that is transport number. Other attribute is transport type, transport model, transport color, transport register date, and one foreign key, that is employee ID from the employee entity. Now, I will talk about the normalization process. For 0 and F, we list all the attributes from the information we collect to complete post-Malaysia delivery process. It did not have any primary keys, and the data is hard to handle and will be hard to process. As you can see, we only have one table with full of all the attributes. That is the customer table without any primary keys and all the dependency. Now, for 1 and F. As you can see, we have identified the primary keys for the table. For customer table, the primary key is customer ID and product code. To create 2 and F, we need to eliminate all the partial dependencies and all attribute dependent only of primary key. As you can see, we have 3 tables: customer, product, and employee. Customer table primary key is customer ID. Product table primary key is product code. Employee table primary key is employee ID. We have eliminated the partial dependency by creating product and employee table. Lastly, for 3 and F, we make new table to eliminate the transitive dependency. We name the table by its content and function. As you can see, we add track table, receiver table, and transport table. For transport table, the primary key is transport number. The receiver table, the primary key is receiver ID. The track table, we make to eliminate the transitive dependency. As you can see, it contains the information for tracking process from the product.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I'm going to present about the DB2 command. First, I want to present about the table. So this is the command that we use to create the table. For the table customer, we use this command, and the result is this. Okay. Next, for the table product, we use this for the command, and we get this as the final product. Next, we use this for create table track, and this is the final from the table track. Next is the table receiver. We use this to create the table receiver, and this is the final product of the table receiver. Okay, next. This is the table employee. We use this as the table employee, and this is the final product of the table employee. Lastly, to create the table transport, we use this command, and the final product of the table transport is this. So, hi, we are going to proceed to section B, which is the data manipulation language. For the part 1, retrieving data from the multiples table. For the question number 1, the question is, list all the truck number that have been created. Display the customer first name, the product name, and its tracking number. Sort the list by the customer first name. So, this is the output. This is the command, and the output is this. Okay, next is proceed to the question number 2. The question number 2 is, list all the employees that got salary more than 2,000. Display their first name, the salary that they got, the transport that they use, and the name of the product that they need to sell. Sort the list by the first name of the employee. So, the command is this. We are going to use this command, and the output is this. Next, we are going to do question number 3, which is, the employee that used car are needed to send the product to the receiver. Display the receiver first name, the receiver phone number, the product name, the employee first name, and the transport type. Sort the list by its receiver, first name. So, the output is this. And, the command is this, and the output is this. Okay. So next, we are going to proceed with the simple SQL query. So for the question number 1 is, list the customer ID, customer first name, and customer phone number. Sort the list by the customer first name. So this is the command, and this is the output. For the question number 2, list all the product that the quantity is less than 3. Display is product code, the quantity, and its weight of the product. Sort the list by the product code. So this is the command, and this is the output. For the question number 3, list all the employees that got 1,800 in their monthly salary. Display is employee ID, the employee first and the last name. Sort the list by the salary. Okay, this is the output, this is the command, and this is the output. Okay, next we are going to proceed to the column function and grouping. Okay, for the question number 1, the question is, list the total salary that have been obtained by the employee name. By the employee. Name the derived column as sum salary. Group them by the gender. Display the gender and the total of the salary. So, we use this as the command for the question number 1, and this is the output. For the question number 2, the question is, count and group the total of transport by their type. Display the transport type and the total of transport by its type. Name the count column as total transport. Sort the list by the transport type. So this is the command, and this is the output. Okay, next, for the question number 3, for all employees, list the employee gender, count the gender, and name the derived column as total gender. So this is the command, and this is the output. So for the last one is subquery section. Question number 1 is, find the customer that has the same address as Muhammad. Display their customer ID, first name, and his phone number. Sort the list by customer ID. So this is the command, and this is the output. Next, let's proceed to the question number 2. List the employee that get the most salary. Display the employee ID, employee first name, and salary. Sort the list by his first name. So this is the command, and this is the output. Okay, we are going to go to the last question for the subquery. The question is, list the product that the quantity is less than 4. Display the product code, the product name, and the product quantity. Set the list by the product quantity. So this is the command, and this is the output. Okay, that's all for the data manipulation language for the DB2. Thank you.
So now I'm going to talk about our report. So we can conclude that first, the list of all customer and the receiver that have been buy the item and use the PosLaju as their delivering courier. And second, the amount of salary that have been obtained by the staff or employee that have been working for PosLaju. That the receiver will get the tracking number from the product that have been bought by them, so they can track them easily. And for the last is the transport that have been used by the employee to send the product to the receiver can be detected by this.
Next, I will talk about the conclusion for this delivery system. Delivery system were developed to manage delivery customer product or receiver product. This system will help by keeping customer details or receiver details. Some of product cannot be delivered because of incomplete customer or receiver detail. Therefore, this system can save all the information about customer and receiver and can record all the product that have been delivered to receiver or customer. Delivery system also will provide a better service for the user, such as save their time to find customer detail, receiver detail, product detail, employee detail, and so on. The system also will integrity on story data and eliminate customer data redundancy. Some customer having problems to tracking their product because of some issue with intermittent on tracking. This system will help customer or receiver tracking their product status without any issues. To conclude that, the delivery PosLaju system have overcome all the problems that occur. Thank you.